huge.
Luka, the energy is insane. Yes, score!
Look at the pass.
He's breaking through. He's gonna score.
Oh, yes.
Luka, this is awesome.
Yeah, they got up at this. He's through. They're going.
Wow, look at that pass. He's going for goal.
Yeah, Muscle. Wow, look at that pass.
Yes, he's breaking through.
Wow, this stadium is huge. Best game ever. Oh, what a goal. This is the best game ever. Yes.
Oh, Luka, the energy is insane. Yes, score!
Look at the pass.
He's breaking through. He's gonna score.
Oh, yes.
Luka, this is awesome.
Yeah, they got up at this. He's through. They're going.
Wow, look at that pass. He's going for goal.
Yeah, Muscle. Wow, look at that pass.
Yes, he's breaking through.
Wow, this stadium is huge. Best game ever. Oh, what a goal. This is the best game ever.
Oh, Luka, the energy is insane. Yes, score!
Look at the pass.
He's breaking through. He's gonna score.
Oh, yes.
Luka, this is awesome.
Yeah, they got up at this. He's through. They're going.
Well, hello, good afternoon to one and all. Like you, we are very much ready to go here and looking forward to a game that has been the topic for universal conversation in this part of the world for much of the last few days. It's dry at the moment, but the forecasters have warned us of impending rain. There's no certainty about that, but when it does come, it shouldn't affect the dynamics of a match which has so much riding on it. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. Goes for goal! Away from immediate danger. Modrić doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
And it's Valbuena. Has he picked him out? It's a brilliant interception.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Leeds were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. That intervention was very necessary. And it's played forward. Still goalless at the moment. He's made sure that that won't get through. Pulisic. forward it goes. He's through, now is he in? He's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. And it's Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek! He's looking to get there first.
Well, I think when you're in that situation, all you can do is tip your hat to the keeper, because that was fantastic.
Shot! And it's a goal! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Has a goal! Oh, the ball's come loose. Modrić. It's Modrić! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly not great precision.
Leeds got their goal at the end of the first half, and the score is 1-0. Abraham. Valbuena. And it's Modrić. And the first 45 minutes are up. So there you have it, a close fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Leeds head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Valbuena, big chance! Really well taken goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Valbuena versus the keeper, and only one winner.
Yeah, that's brilliant from him. Such a calm finish. Just pick your spot, don't think about what the keeper's going to do, concentrate on what you have to do.
Leeds get themselves a two-goal cushion.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Christensen plays it forward. Gets into some space. He's making... Oh, that is asking! Great leap! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Chance! Plays it back. And he's there to cut it out. Tries to get it forward quickly. Valbuena, who has made his impact already. He could be in here. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Up to meet it! He's it out of harm's way. Has a hit! And the follow-up! Abraham. chip through. Now can he fit? He's gone for it! It's a goal!
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
Chelsea has a pop! And that would have won it.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
He's through the middle. Hits one! Hit into the middle. Timely intervention.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Conte. Back into the middle. Damian. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Leeds need to hold on for a few more moments. And that's it. Leeds come out on top. Hard fought, impossible to predict. In the end, though, only the result mattered. How do you look back on the game?
Luka, this is awesome!
Yeah, they got up like this! He's through, they're going!
Wow, look at that pass. It's good for goal. Nice.
Yeah, Basil! Wow, look at that pass!
Yes, he's breaking through.
Wow, this stadium is huge! Niggas like that is so high! Best game ever! Who's better? And the mini pass! Going for it! Oh, what a goal! This guy got the ball! This is the best game ever!
Whoa, look.
Yes! Oh, my!
Oh, Luka, the energy is insane.
No, look at that! Oh, spots!
Yes, score!
Who's better? And the mini pass! Going for it! Look at the pass!
He's breaking through. He can score.
Oh, yes!
Luka, this is awesome.
Yeah, they got up like this! He's through, they're going!
Wow, look at that pass. It's good for goal. Nice.
Yeah, Basil! Wow, look at that pass!
Yes, he's breaking through.
Wow, this stadium is huge! Niggas like that is so high! Who's better? And the mini pass! Going for it! Oh, what a goal! This guy got the ball! This is the best game ever!
Whoa, look.
Yes! Oh, my!
Oh, Luka, the energy is insane.
No, look at that! Oh, spots!
Yes, score.
Who's better? And the mini pass! Going for it! Look at the pass!
He's breaking through. He's gonna score.
Oh, yes!
Luka, this is awesome.
Yeah, they got up like this! He's through, they're going!
Wow, look at that pass. It's good for goal. Nice.
Yeah, Basil! Wow, look at that pass!
Yes, he's breaking through.
Wow, this stadium is huge! Niggas like that is so high! Best game ever! Who's better? And the mini pass! Going for it! Oh, what a goal! This guy got the ball! This is the best game ever!
Whoa, look. Oh, Luka, the energy is insane.
No, look at that! Oh, spots!
Yes, score.
Who's better? And the mini pass! Going for it! Look at the pass!
He's breaking through. He's gonna score.
Oh, yes!
Luka, this is awesome.
Yeah, they got up like this! He's through, they're going!
Wow, look at that pass. It's good for goal. Nice.
Yeah, Basil! Wow, look at that pass!
Yes, he's breaking through.
stadium is huge. Niggas like that is so hard. Best game ever. Who's that? And I'm thinking that. Going for it. Yes. Oh, what a goal. This guy was done wrong. This is the best game ever.
Whoa.
Yes. Oh, my.
Oh, Luka, the energy is insane.
No, look at that. Oh, spots.
Yes, score!
Who's that? And I'm thinking that. Going for it. Yes. Look at the pass.
He's breaking through. He's gonna score!
Oh, yes.
Luka, this is awesome.
Yeah, they got up at that. He's through. We're going.
Wow, look at that pass. He's going for goal. Lads,
Yeah, Apostle. Wow, look at that pass.
Yes, he's breaking through.
Wow, this stadium is huge. Niggas like that is so hard. Best game ever. Who's that? And I'm thinking that. Going for it. Yes. Oh, what a goal. This guy was done wrong. This is the best game ever.
Whoa.
Yes. Oh, my.
Oh, Luka, the energy is insane.
No, look at that. Oh, spots.
Yes, score!
Who's that? And I'm thinking that. Going for it. Yes. Look at the pass.
He's breaking through. He's gonna score!
Oh, yes.
Luka, this is awesome.
Yeah, they got up at that. He's through. We're going.
Wow, look at that pass. He's going for goal. Lads,
Yeah, Apostle. Wow, look at that pass.
Yes, he's breaking through.
Wow, this stadium is huge. Niggas like that is so hard. Best game ever. And I'm thinking that. Going for it. Yes. Oh, what a goal. This guy was done wrong. This is the best game ever.
Whoa.
Yes. Oh, my.
Oh, Luka, the energy is insane.
No, look at that. Oh, spots.
Yes, score!
Who's that? And I'm thinking that. Going for it. Yes. Look at the pass.
He's breaking through. He's gonna score!
Oh, yes.
Luka, this is awesome.
Yeah, they got up at that. He's through. We're going.
Wow, look at that pass. He's going for goal. Lads,
Yeah, Apostle. Wow, look at that pass.
Yes, he's breaking through.
Wow, this stadium is huge. Niggas like that is so hard. Best game ever. Who's that? And I'm thinking that. Going for it. Yes. Oh, what a goal. This guy was done wrong. This is the best game ever.
Whoa.
Yes. Oh, my.
Oh, Luka, the energy is insane.
Oh, look at that. Oh, spots.
Yes, score!
Who's that? And I'm thinking that. Going for it. Yes. Look at the pass.
He's breaking through. He's gonna score!
Oh, yes.
Luka, this is awesome.
Yeah, they got up at that. He's through. We're going.
Wow, look at that pass. He's going for goal. Lads,
Yeah, Apostle.
Leeds return to action in this competition, a competition for which the dynamic has changed dramatically now as the group stages turn into the knockout phase. 180 minutes, 3 hours, that's all that separates winners from losers. There is no margin for error. It is now or never. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. Well, this is a noisier occasion all round. Everybody, Jim, knows what's at stake here.
You know, Peter, it's the suddenness that I love when you get to this phase of the competition. The suddenness in which you can find yourself in a good position, or the suddenness in which it can go against you. That introduces drama, which creates great excitement, and ultimately you get a much more entertaining show.
And as you can see, we've already started here.
To meet it!
Modrić. Well, of course, every year this is the point at which it gets really tough. Not just within the confines of this competition, but the season as a whole.
Yes, and we've seen many a team collapse over the years in this February period, mainly because of fatigue and injury. You know, it is a key time for squad rotation.
Leeds, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Valbuena. Modrić. Out to the left it goes. And it's hoisted clear. Tries to get it forward quickly.
Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to open the game up more, whether out wide or just getting a runner through the middle now.
Valbuena. Modrić. And here's Falcao. And it's Valbuena. Falcao! Modrić has a look and has a go.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Hakimi. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Not long till half-time, and it is still goalless. And it's played forward. Elmas desperately wants to get on the end of this. And he's there to cut it out. Falcao. Martinez. Brozovic, and the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Brozovic sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Brozovic goes short. And the half-time whistle goes. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, Peter, apart from the lack of goals, I really don't think there's much to criticise. I think they've got to keep doing what they've been doing, and eventually...
Goes for goal! It's in! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worked a treat.
Modrić. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Oh, that's neat. And here's Valbuena. That's gone a long way up and away. Gets wrestled off the ball. And here's Falcao. He's found his man. Has a pop! Back of the net! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Leeds get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Loses his balance and loses the ball.
That's just an example of overcommitting, and they're fortunate for the quality of the intervention. It was vital.
Done very well to intervene. Elmas. Forward it goes. Hakimi. Now it's Lukaku. Lukaku gets it out to the wing. Well read, he sorted that out. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Gets it back. Leeds get it back again. And it's Falcao. Quadrado has it in a wide position, so what next? Quadrado. Here comes the corner. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Handanovic catches it safely. Now it's Falcao. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he just whacks it away. Plays it out to the flank. Gets up to head it! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Tries a header! Hit with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And that's that. 1 foot firmly in the next round. Victory away from home. Home comforts to come. Much of the job is done.
Luka, the energy is insane. Luka, this is awesome!
Yeah, they can't come like this! He's through, they're going!
Wow, look at that pass. He's going for goal.
Yeah, Apostle! Wow, look at that pass!
Yes, he's breaking through.
Wow, this stadium is huge! Look like that, it's so wide! Best game ever! Look at that! And the mini pass! Going for it! Oh, what a goal! This time was the ball! This is the best game ever!
Oh, Luka, the energy is insane.
Yes, score! Look at that! And the mini pass! Going for it! Look at the pass!
He's breaking through. He's gonna score.
Oh, yes!
Luka, this is awesome.
Yeah, they can't come like this! He's through, they're going!
Wow, look at that pass. He's going for goal.
Yeah, Apostle! Wow, look at that pass!
Yes, he's breaking through.
Wow, this stadium is huge! Look like that, it's so wide! Best game ever! Look at that! And the mini pass! Going for it! Oh, what a goal! This time was the ball! This is the best game ever! Yes!
Oh, Luka, the energy is insane.
No, look at that!
awesome.
Yeah, they got one like this. He's through. They're going.
Wow, look at that pass. He's going for goal. Nice.
Yeah, Apostle. Wow, look at that pass.
Yes, he's breaking through.
Wow, this stadium is huge. They could like that to go high. Best game ever. And the mini pass. Going for it. Oh, what a goal. This time was so wrong. This is the best game ever. Yes. Oh, my.
Oh, Luka, the energy is insane.
Oh, look at that. Oh, Scott.
Yes, score!
And the mini pass. Going for it. Look at the pass.
He's breaking through. He's gonna score.
Oh, yes.
Luka, this is awesome.
Yeah, they got one like this. He's through. They're going.
Wow, look at that pass. He's going for goal. Nice.
Yeah, Apostle. Wow, look at that pass.
Yes, he's breaking through.
Wow, this stadium is huge. They could like that to go high. Best game ever. And the mini pass. Going for it. Oh, what a goal. This time was so wrong. This is the best game ever. Yes. Oh, my.
Oh, Luka, the energy is insane.
Oh, look at that. Oh, Scott.
Yes, score!
And the mini pass. Going for it. Look at the pass.
He's breaking through. He's gonna score.
Oh, yes.
Luka, this is awesome.
Yeah, they got one like this. He's through. They're going.
Wow, look at that pass. He's going for goal. Nice.
Yeah, Apostle. Wow, look at that pass.
Yes, he's breaking through.
Wow, this stadium is huge. They could like that to go high. Best game ever. And the mini pass. Going for it. Oh, what a goal. This time was so wrong. This is the best game ever. Yes. Oh, my.
Oh, Luka, the energy is insane.
Oh, look at that. Oh, Scott.
Yes, score!
And the mini pass. Going for it. Look at the pass.
He's breaking through. He's gonna score.
Oh, yes.
Luka, this is awesome.
He's through. They're going.
Wow, look at that pass. He's going for goal. Nice.
Yeah, Apostle. Wow, look at that pass.
Yes, he's breaking through.
Wow, this stadium is huge. They could like that to go high. Best game ever. And the mini pass. Going for it. Oh, what a goal. This time was so wrong. This is the best game ever.
Well, hello and welcome to what amounts to football heaven. It doesn't get a whole lot better than this. The conditions are utopian. The sky is blue and the players are with us for a football match so widely and keenly anticipated. Truly, this is pristine, and the level of expectation and excitement is reflected in the smiling faces of the crowd. They know it means so much, and they also experience between them a great sense of privilege at being able to attend this most special of games. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this. Has a hit! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Leeds are having a tough week. It is a crazy schedule for them.
Yeah, it's a tough spell, and guarding against fatigue for the players is key now. Tiredness can be the blame for more injuries, so it's an opportunity for the manager to shuffle his pack.
Sterling tries to get it forward quickly. Ferran Torres. He could be in here. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Leeds have this enviable home record, still undefeated up to now. Ferran Torres gets it into the towering header. He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Leeds yet to have a shot on target. He's got through. Up to meet it! Oh, just needed a better contact.
This was all about good movement in the box, just to allow him to get to it.
Just brushed off the ball there. "15 minutes till half-time. Modrić. Who's ball? Who's going to get that? Gets it upfield. Cut out in the nick of time. Gabriel Jesus. Ferran Torres. Some clever work on the flank.
Yeah, they seem to be encouraging both fullbacks to ease inside, so we'll keep an eye on that to see if it all works out.
There's the whistle for half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. An interesting game up to now, but still goalless. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, apart from the lack of goals, I really don't think there's much to criticise. They've got to keep doing what they've been doing, and eventually they should find a way to the back of the net. Here's hoping for them.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And we're already back underway here. So, deadlock still as the second half begins. Ruben Dias. This could spell danger. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well, he's made sure that that won't get through. Foden. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high enough.
Leeds have a free kick. And it's Modrić. Looking for space out wide. And that's a throw-in. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Quick glance at goal. Jones cuts it out. Valbuena. And it's got through. Here comes the corner. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
And here's the chance to counter. And it's Hulk. Done very well to intervene.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position. This is a great chance to take a lead. Modrić! Oh, it's in! And surely that has won the day! And he's produced a beauty. Leeds take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Leeds just have to run down the clock. And that is that. Leeds hold on. It's a narrow squeak, bit of luck, some judgment. 1-0 the score at the final whistle. Thrilling. Now.
Look at the pass.
He's breaking through. He's gonna score.
Oh, yes.
Luka, this is awesome.
Yes, it's a Papa Dance. He's through. We're going.
Wow, look at that pass. He's going for goal. Lads,
Yeah, Apostle. Wow, look at that pass.
Yes, he's breaking through.
Wow, this stadium is huge. They could take that so hard. Best game ever. Who's better? And I'm going back. Going for it. Oh, what a goal. This is time for football. This is the best game ever.
Whoa, look.
Yes. Oh, my.
Oh, Luka, the energy is insane.
Go to that front.
Yes, go on.
Who's better? And I'm going back. Going for it.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is terrific to have you along for our live coverage of this eagerly awaited contest. It should provide some terrific entertainment on what is turning into a rather imperfect afternoon. The weathermen rarely get it wrong, and they have warned us that there is rain on its way. Shouldn't be bad enough in any sense meaningfully to impact on the game of football, but it is a factor to be taken into consideration. Plenty of other factors, of course, principally each side's concern for the strengths of the other. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. We have already started here. Tries a shot!
Reguilón. Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Leeds were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. Valbuena. No goals as yet. Lovely bit of skill there. Valbuena. Modrić. Valbuena. Gets up to head it! And he's done it!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Leeds break the deadlock.
Surprise, surprise. He just keeps on delivering, and listen, we all expect that.
Can't get the better of his opposite number. Lo Celso. Lamar! Hits off target and by quite a way. Modrić. Tottenham are on the receiving end of some fairly harsh criticism, mainly about the tactical choices made by the boss.
Yeah, but he brought the criticism upon himself by making substitutions that didn't really make sense. They added confusion when he really needed cohesion.
Looking for space out wide. And it's Valbuena. Oh, that's neat. Valbuena. Played out to the right. Real chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
His radar picked up on that very quickly, and he was first to react.
Oh, good interception. Kane tried to play it through.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Kane. Modrić battles to win it back. He's had a look. He's gone for it. Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Clears it out of harm's way. And we hit half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football. It still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Leeds head into the dressing room, pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. And we're already back underway here.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Kane is fouled. Leeds won a tight game last time out and look to build on that. Valbuena is being picked on here.
Peter, I can't stress enough the need to get to this fella quickly. They can save themselves a whole lot of hassle.
It's being played forward. Ronaldo desperately wants to get on the end of this. It's Kane!
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
And it's Valbuena. Oh, defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Aurier. Hoists it forward. And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's got through. Valbuena. Valbuena. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Leeds have a free kick. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. It's a brilliant interception.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Five minutes left on the clock. Almost there, and the players can feel it. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. And it's Son Heung-min! And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Leeds, hold on, it's a narrow squeak.
Luka, the energy is insane.
Yes, go on! Look at the pass!
He's breaking through. He can score. Luka, this is awesome.
Yes, it's not up at this! He's through, we're going!
Wow, look at that pass. He's going for goal.
Wow, look at that pass!
Yes, he's breaking through.
Wow, the stadium is huge! Make it like that to so hard! Best game ever!
Going for it.
Oh, what a goal! This time was the wrong! This is the best game ever! Yes!
Oh, Luka, the energy is insane.
No, look at that!
Yes, go on. Going for it.
Look at the pass!
He's breaking through. He can score. Luka, this is awesome.
Yes, it's not up at this! He's through, we're going!
Wow, look at that pass. He's going for goal.
So, perfect blue skies, almost no wind, beautiful sunshine. These are indeed conditions for the beautiful game. The backdrop here, picturesque, idyllic. No doubt one of the best days of the footballing calendar, and it has added to a really jovial, happy mood in the stands, helping to raise the level of sound by more than a few decibels. Shirt sleeve order, very much the dress code. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most shapes to shoot! Lingard. Leeds were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. Valbuena. Lovely feet. And the counter is on. Leeds have a terrific defensive record over the last 5 games. Leeds are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. What an adventurous run from a defender. He's got the ball glued to his feet. Turns and goes back. Hits one! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Hoists it forward. Brighton are playing with a pleasing width here.
Especially that front line.
Is it working for you?
It's not movement for the sake of it. Yes, it is.
Oh, shooting chance! More than happy to take the muscular approach. And it's Valbuena. Aimed in towards the centre. And it's hoisted clear. That's offside. Yes, it is. Keeper sends it forward. And it's played forward. Well positioned to make that interception. He's off, but hits one! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
And that's been levered clear. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Modrić. Leeds with another corner. Tries to get it clear. Forward it goes. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. It's found its way to him. Up to meet it! What a wonderful goal!
And grabbing that opening goal so close to half-time too affords them that extra little psychological edge. And once one of your main men that's doing the damage, it just grows the togetherness and it grows the spirit.
And we've reached half-time. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It was very, very tight.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Leeds go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. Well, the action has already resumed here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Crunching tackle. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He's made sure that that won't get through. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Keeper's got good distance on that. Tries to get it forward quickly. Brighton have come to the defence of their manager after he came in for some stick regarding some of his decision-making.
Yeah, but he brought the criticism upon himself by making substitutions that didn't really make sense. They added confusion when he really needed cohesion.
And it's Modrić. Keeps everyone guessing. Looking to get within range. Gets into some space. Great leap! They score! firmly in control. Oh, an absolute gem of a cross. It made the header simple.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Leeds got themselves a 2-goal cushion.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And here's Mauro Icardi. Look at the defender bombing forward. That has put paid to that. It's being played forward. Oh, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Lingard.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And it's played forward. Talk about singling someone out.
Yeah, and having notched a goal already, Peter, he's not going to be allowed to run off the shoulders as much as he'll want.
Gets good distance on it. Looks to thread it through. He's making good use of his strength there. Just refuses to be out-muscled. Perisic goes looking. That's not going to make it. Hoists it forward. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Now it's Icardi. Now it's Perisic. He's got away. Forward it goes. And time is up. So they have their win. They had all the answers to whatever the opposition threw at them, and the results followed inevitably.
This is the best game I've had!
Oh, Luka, the energy is insane.
Yes, go on! Much better! And not maybe back! Going for it! Look at the pass!
He's breaking through. He's gonna score.
Oh, yes!
Luka, this is awesome.
He's through! They're going!
Wow, look at that pass. Let's go for goal. That's
Yeah, Apostle! Wow, look at that pass!
Yes, he's breaking through.
Wow, this stadium is huge!
Leeds come into this second leg brimming with confidence following what turned out to be a truly convincing win last time out, a performance for which they were rightly lauded. Of course, there were the customary voices about exercising caution when their boss faced the press last night, but the general feeling seems to be real chance! A whisker high.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
Cuts it out. He's got options out wide. That intervention was very necessary. Eriksen. Valbuena battles to win it back. Looking for space out wide. Can he find a finish? Shoots! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Still a cracking effort. Really looked like a man on a mission the way he went through on goal.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. What an adventurous run from a defender. That is terrific skill. Valbuena. Modrić. And a shot! Oh, great save, real class.
Modrić really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
Modrić plays it in. Away from immediate danger. Look at the defender bombing forward. Gets up to head it! It's come back out! And for a moment, time stood still. Knocks it away. Martinez.
Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to open the game up more, whether out wide or just getting a runner through the middle now.
Gets it back. Good idea, just poorly executed. A buccaneering run from the defender. In with a header! And he's found the net! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Leeds take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest. Oh, that's a waste. Plays it over to the other flank. Martinez. Valbuena, very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full contact contest. And that'll be the last act of the first half. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think the scoreline offers a fair reflection of the level of endeavour from both teams. I think...
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Modrić. Valbuena. Modrić. What an adventurous run from a defender. That is clearly overhit. Tries to switch the play. Tries to get it forward quickly. Team still separated by the game's only goal. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Great leap! Harmlessly behind.
All he'd be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Modrić. Leeds got their goal at the end of the first half, and the score is 1-0. He gets past his man. Towering header! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Hakimi going full steam down the flank. There will be a throw-in. Leeds making consecutive changes here. Gets a good foot in there. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Out of play for a goal kick. Modrić. Look at the defender bombing forward. Up to meet it! No, he's got that completely wrong.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Played out to the right, and help's available out wide. And he's cut it out. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Hoists it forward. It's found its way to him. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Modrić. Well weighted. Now it's Modrić. In he flies! He scored! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Oh, super header, wonderfully acrobatic.
He had a choice of trying to volley that or get his head to it, and I'm pleased to say he took the right option. That's a great goal.
Could have here their final chance. Eriksen plays it short. Hit into the middle. They're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And that's that. Leeds advance. More stern tests await.
This is the best game I've found! Yes!
Oh, Luka, the energy is insane.
Yes, go on! Going for it! Look at the pass!
He's breaking through. He's gonna score.
Oh, yes!
Luka, this is awesome.
Yeah, that's not like that! He's through, we're going!
Wow, look at that pass. It's going for goal.
Yeah, Apostle! Wow, look at that pass!
Yes, he's breaking.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is terrific to have you along for our live coverage of this eagerly awaited contest. It should provide some terrific entertainment on what is turning into a rather imperfect afternoon. The weathermen rarely get it wrong, and they have warned us that there is rain on its way. Shouldn't be bad enough in any sense meaningfully to impact on the game of football, but it is a factor to be taken into consideration. Plenty of other factors, of course, principally each side's concern for the strengths of the other. The Emirates awash with red and white, a sea of Arsenal, just as you would anticipate. Arsenal have been going through a pretty rough time of late. It is safe to say that their form coming into this game is not good at all.
Testing times lie ahead, Peter. The problem is that it's hard to draw on any positive at the moment, even though they'll claim that they're not quite getting the breaks just now. Lady Luck has seemingly turned her back on them and shunned their calls for help. If they have more to them than we've been seeing, then it has to emerge here. They understand the consequences if that does not happen.
They've got underway here pretty promptly. So this is round two between these two sides who have already met once this season. Valbuena. Gorgeous control there. Leeds were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same.
Arsenal have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Valbuena.
Midway through the first half, and there's an impotence about this game that's causing me concern, and probably most of the stadium too. Let's just hope that by the end...
Shoots! And it's a goal! Well, it was a hefty deflection, but he's claiming it. A 1-0 lead established.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
Plays it out to the wing. Tierney gets into a dangerous position. Going through. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. And it's Modrić. Leeds are in control here on the brink of half-time. In with the challenge. Leeds have a free kick. So a chance here, what can they make of it? And this is the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between the sides. Great reaction! Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Hoists it forward, done very well to intervene. Benatia. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So there you have it, a close fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well, there's good movement off the ball, the passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Leeds leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. Has a pop! Oh, taken with style! And this is getting better and better. It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as a needle the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
Leeds grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Cut out in the nick of time. Leeds have been mighty impressive in defence just recently.
Everything they would have spoken about in that dressing room during the break has a greater chance of happening thanks to the early goal. It's the perfect platform now to go on and try to win it.
And here's Valbuena. Played out to the right. Lovely bit of skill. He's had a... and a shot! Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Chooses to go back. Has a hit! Towering header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Hulk. Benatia. Maitland-Niles. Foot in. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. It is a corner. Ruben Neves goes short. Played into the middle. It's always going to be the keepers. Leeds have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Hulk. Hector Bellerin. Tierney. With a delicate ball. It's a brilliant interception. And out to safety. And there goes the final whistle. A decent win via a very competent performance. Without doubt, they were the better side, and the result reflects as much.
Wow, the stadium is huge. Best game ever. Going for it. Oh, what a goal! It's the best game ever. Yes.
Oh, Luka, the energy is insane.
Yes, go on! Look at the pass!
He's breaking through. He can score. Luka, this is awesome.
Yeah, let's not pass like this! He's through, we're going!
Wow, look at that pass. He's going for goal. That's it.
Yeah, Fossil! Wow, look at that pass!
Yes, he's breaking through.
Wow, this stadium is huge! Best game ever!
Going for it.
Oh, what a goal! It's the best game ever!
Oh, Luka, the energy is insane.
Yes, go on!
Four teams. We're down to the last four then, the penultimate round in this fine competition. The two teams ahead of us here have their eyes firmly fixed on the grand prize. They both believe it is within their compass. Having come this far, they're entitled to believe that. The competition has provided us with a lot of drama up to this point, and I'm sure there is plenty more to come before it reaches its ultimate climax. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. It is extraordinary to think we've already reached this stage, just this game, and then the final.
Well, one of the occasions of the calendar, and in an atmosphere to match. We may well see a high-octane contest where both really look to test respective defences. I sincerely hope we avoid the alternative, which is a potential game of chess. Nobody wants that. It deserves much more.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Forward it goes.
Well, they would seem to be trying to expose the centre of that defence to runners.
It makes for some terrific movement.
It does, and they may be hit on the break because obviously it requires numbers forward to stretch them out. It can only get better, this. We haven't seen a shot yet, and I'm hoping that when we do, it'll spark a whole series of them because it hits one!
Yes, it's there! First blood drawn. Just so calm under pressure.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Leeds take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Goes for goal! He's pulled off a fine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Leeds are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Just deflected over the goal line for a corner. Towering header! That's a half-decent try.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Good ball, it's found its target. Has a pop! Hoists it forward. And it's played forward. Needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Tries to get it forward quickly. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Half-time in the semi-final. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Leeds head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And we're already back underway here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And it's Modrić. He's in space and looking for options. Defending was strong and firm. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could...
Tries a shot! It's there! And with that goal comes comfort. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
Leeds get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
That is terrific skill. Pumps it into the area. And it's played forward. It's has a hit! We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Well, his stealth has been compromised because of his goal, and his treatment from here looks as if it could get a little tighter.
Heads it! They are rampant! And surely that settles it! What a great header, got plenty on that.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
He's made it 3, quite a day at the office for him.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch, and devastating in front of the goal. What a display, what a player.
Real chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Leeds making consecutive changes here.
I just think that's really good management, introducing one of his younger players when the pressure's totally off, just allowing him some valuable, easy on-field experience time.
Perisic. Valbuena. Cuts it out. Quadrado. Up for the header! And another time! And that's been levered clear. And here's Modrić, goes for goal! And it's Valbuena. Valbuena! Great strike, that's for the keeper. He's got options out wide. Has a hit! No, he's missed it. And there goes the final whistle. Surely the best preparation for the final. A thumping win in the semi. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, they've grown in stature and confidence with every step, and one big step away from the trophy now.
Go! That's it!
Yeah, boss. Wow, look at that pass.
Yes, he's breaking through!
Wow, this stadium is huge.